Bonjour à tous et à toutes. We're looking today at ordinal numbers. En français, les nombres ordinaux. Ordinal is not a word we use very often in English, but it just means we're putting things in order. First, 7th, 19th, so on and so forth. Think about how we do this in English. Look at these words. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, etc. What's the pattern here? Most of them begin with the number itself, and then we add the suffix th. So for example, 7, we add th to get 7th. 6 becomes 6th, which is a very difficult word for non-native English speakers to say. However, there are some exceptions, like for number 1, we don't just take 1 and add th to get 1th. 2, we don't say tooth, right? So there's a pattern, but many of the numbers follow that pattern, but a handful of exceptions. Also, there are some numbers where they kind of sort of follow the pattern, but there might be a spelling change. With 5, for example, you don't say 5th, we say 5th. So we'll see some numbers in French where there is a spelling change. All right, so how does this work? We know the word for first already. We've seen it before. Premier. Like the first of the month is le premier. Le 1er janvier, le 1er septembre. The feminine is première. So we have premier, première. Second, we take the number 2, deux, and we add this ending that we're going to see on the rest of the numbers. Ième, to get deuxième. Deuxième. Third, 3, remember, is trois. I add ième to become troisième. Troisième. 4. Take a look at what happens here. I'm going to erase this letter E and then add ième. So for numbers that end in the letter E, I'm going to remove that E and then add ième, just like I do with the others. Quatrième. 5. So notice how 5 has an asterisk, meaning it's an exception to the rule. This is one of those ones where we'll have a slight spelling change. After the letter Q in French, just like in English, we almost always add the letter U. So we're going to do that here. And then add ième. Cinquième. 6th. Sixième. 7th. Take 7. Septième. Septième. 8 becomes huitième. So 8th is huitième. 9th. We see that this is an exception. Number 9 is normally neuf. But here what happens is I'm going to erase that F, and swap it out for a V. Neuvième. It's just a little easier to say neuvième than neuvième. And 10th, 10, becomes dixième. Dixième. So again, you've noticed the pattern. We simply add ième to the ending of each number. And that is how we get ordinal numbers in French. If we were to continue, 11 for 11th. Remember what happens with numbers that end in an E? We want to remove that E, so we'll erase that. And then simply add ième, onzième. 12th. 12 normally ends in an E, but we'll erase it. Douzième. 13e, 14e, 15e, 16e, 17e, 18e, 19e, 20th becomes 20e. 21st. Now remember, first is premier, but we're actually not going to do 20 premier. We're going to do 21e. 21e. So if I want to say the 21st century, I would say le 21e siècle. That's again the 21st century. Voila, and that's ordinal numbers.